From Davies on the ground. Nice play. Villar to his feet in time. A beauty. The Brewers' second baseman, Jonathan Villar, with a gem.
Well, second really nice play.
Well struck. Oh, nice stab by Villar. Inning over. That was a hot shot and a sliding backhand snag by Villar to end the inning. Marquez sharply hit. Nice stop. Villar saves a run and ends the inning. Oh, that's a good looking play by the second. And a hard ground ball snagged by Villar, and that'll do it. For the Padres in the fifth is a triple.
2 away. And that's a little jam shot caught by Villar. Shift was on back in the grass at Villar. He's on the first pitch again. Little flare, long run. Villar out in the grass. Villar makes the play. What a catch by Jonathan Villar. To a slow.
Broken bat back up the middle. Villar, tough play, and the throws in time to retire Mesoraco for round number 1.
They had the right guy running down the first baseline for sure.
And Villar lines one into left center. It's down, a base hit. And it's fumbled in center field. All runners advancing to score. Villar in the second base. It is 4-2 Rockies.
Villar turns on one, right field. Kiblehan reaching up, it's off his glove and all the way to the wall. Villar turning second, and he'll hit the brakes there. Arcia is in, and Milwaukee takes the lead.
Man, he's starting
The infield in, and Villar with a liner, right field. Schebler going over, cannot get it. Here comes Broxton, and Franklin running through the stop sign, and he is in. And it's 7-0 Milwaukee on a back up the middle. Good throw. It does. Base hit. Perez is in. Broxton is in. And it's 4-0 Brew Crew as Villar delivers with a 2-run single. Here's the 1-1. That's hit well. Down the line, and it's a tie of the game. Pena rounds third. Villar on his way to second, as the second baseman does deliver a 2-out game-time double.
No, he needed that. You can see.
Villar pulls one through. Base hit. Pena's in. Arcia around third. He will score. Jonathan Villar drives in a pair, and the Brewers are right back in it. 4-3.
Our analytics department does a great job of putting that all together and helping us organize the information.
There's a drive to right center. Villar sends one to the wall, and he's thinking third. Villar to third. Belly flop. He's in there with a triple. Jonathan Villar hits one over the head of Hunter Pence in right center.
Here's Jonathan Villar. He's going after the first pitch, and that's down the line, and that's a fair ball. Pena's going to score. Back-to-back doubles, and it's 3-0 Milwaukee in the first. Bunted into a double play. Here's Villar with a base hit into left field. This is going to tie the game. Phillips is in. Arcia is in. And Jonathan Villar with a 2-run single, and this game is tied.
Have to stay in the big leagues. Aguilar takes off, and Villar sends one to right. And that ball is up and out of here. A 2-run shot. Villar. First home run of the season and the third of the game. Throwing those change-ups. Villar hits that one hard into center field. Going back. Almora looks up. She's gone. Jonathan Villar starts this one with a bang. And Bernie hit.
This one hit hard. Center field all the way back and long gone for Villar. How about that for making up?
Scoring singles, and Villar with a fly ball hit back into deep right field, and that's out of here. And the Brewers jump out in front on a 2-run blast from Villar. And there's a fly ball hit back into deep left field, and it is gone. Jonathan Villar greets Blevins with a 2-run shot.
And he sends that one deep into right field, way back. Goodbye. Jonathan Villar with a homer. Number 6 for Villar. There's a drive into deep right center field. Hamilton's on the run. Villar sends one out. Another solo home run, this time by Jonathan Villar, 28-year-old. And now Villar sends one deep to right. And it's going to be a multi-home run game for Jonathan Villar. Back-to-back at-bats with long balls for Villar.
Here's a drive and back into left field. Duvall going back at the wall. It's gone! Villar goes opposite field, and it's a one-run game.
That ball's hit hard left field. Villar sending fan back, and it is gone! You called it. A two-run home run for Jonathan Villar. Now Villar sends one to right. That's way back there. And Villar has hit one out. Two-run shot.
Davies, and he said one thing that you like about Davies' season so far is that when he takes the mound, he says we seem to score a lot of runs for him. The Crew averaging 8 runs. Jonathan Villar saying hello there as well. So he said we tried to score a lot of runs, and he said Zach has been a part